Welcome back to another video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Holly, and on this channel, I discuss narcissism, narcissistic abuse, abstinence, and from time to time, I do deviate from the topics at hand, and I discuss topics that are of interest to me. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the reality of engaging in casual sex in 2025. And this video doesn't just apply to 2025. It applies to 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031, and so forth. It's always going to be like this. But currently this is 2025. So the reality, I'm going to be talking about the reality of engaging in casual sex in 2025, the reality of fornication. When you are engaging in casual sex, you are in fornication. You are fornicating. I am abstinent until I am married, until I am happily married. I'm not out here fornicating. This is something that I'm proud to say that I am an abstinent woman. Yes, I have fornicated. I have fornicated. But it's been a long time since I have been in fornication, and I refuse to lay my body down to a man that is not my husband, that has not committed to me. I refuse to have sex with a man and we have no marriage license on file. Now, the reality of engaging in casual sex in 2025 is that the kind of men that you are going to be having sex with are narcissists, men who are, and not only narcissistic men, but men who are emotionally unavailable. What is an emotionally unavailable man? Well, an emotionally unavailable man is a man who has a difficult time being vulnerable, connecting with a woman. They are numb inside. They are pretty much dead inside. They don't smile. They don't bond with women. These are the kind of men engaging in casual sex. These are the kind of men who are out here having sex. These are going to be the kind of men that you are going to be engaging in casual sex with. Men who are either a full-blown narcissist or they are emotionally unavailable. They have trauma. They are unhealed. There's only a small percentage of men out here who have a healthy personality. They are not a narcissist. And there's only a small pool and a small percentage of men out here who are emotionally available. Now, the men out here, I can tell when a man is emotionally unavailable. And I know when a man is highly narcissistic. After the first conversation, I know. Just by looking at a man, I can tell if he's a narcissist. I can tell if a man is a narcissist by the way he drives. Right now in the city where I live, in the state where I live, which I'm not going to be sharing where I live, we just got hit with 8 to 10 inches of snow. And inclement weather exposes narcissistic men, because a lot of these narcissistic men, they drive, and I've done a video about road rage. So go watch that video. They drive crazy. Those are narcissists. Those are narcissists. Those are highly narcissistic men. And I'm just driving down the road going 15 miles per hour in this bad weather. Yes, we got hit with, a snowstorm system for the past couple of days. I'm not going to say the state where I live in, but I'm going 15 miles per hour, and here these narcissists, they want to blow past me going 30, 40 miles per hour in the snow. Those are narcissists. Those are not only narcissists, but those kind of men are emotionally unavailable. Narcissists are emotionally unavailable. Now, a man can be emotionally unavailable and not be a narcissist. But if a man is a narcissist, understand that he's emotionally unavailable too. And this is the reason why you ladies need to be keeping your legs closed. If you are not married, If y'all don't have a marriage license on file, you don't need to be out here engaging in casual sex. Casual sex is dangerous for so many different reasons. What makes you think a man that is emotionally unavailable, or he's highly narcissistic and emotionally unavailable, if he gets you pregnant, that he gonna marry you? He's only with you for sex. If he gets you pregnant, you are going to be a single mother. So one of the dangers, aside from single motherhood, when you engage in casual sex and you are out here fornicating, is single motherhood. And another danger and consequence, this is more of a danger, not a consequence. It is a consequence, but it's more of a danger. The only kind of men out here engaging, most of the men out here engaging in fornication and casual sex are narcissists, or men who are emotionally unavailable. They have no empathy. They have a difficult time bonding with a woman, connecting with a woman, being open. They don't like talking about feelings. They're not open about their feelings. Being in a relationship with a man like that is not going to work. Relationships, you can't have a healthy, fulfilling relationship with a man who is emotionally unavailable, let alone a man who is a narcissist and emotionally unavailable. So I will always advocate a lifestyle of abstinence until marriage. This is the reality. This is one of the realities of engaging in casual sex in 2025. Most men are emotionally unavailable. Most men are emotionally unavailable. Most men are narcissists, like I've said before, but I didn't mention emotional unavailability. Most men are emotionally unavailable, or they are a narcissist. Now, that's not to say that a man who is not a narcissist and he's emotionally unavailable, he can't heal. Yes, a man can heal himself and become emotionally available again, but it will take a lot of therapy. It will take a lot of inner work. It will take a lot of self-awareness. He's going to have to do the work on his own, and he will become emotionally available again. Now, there are women out here who are emotionally unavailable, but the reality is that there are more men out here who are emotionally unavailable than there are women who are emotionally unavailable. So, ladies, the best way to protect yourself from these narcissists, one of the best ways to protect yourself from a narcissistic man who is emotionally unavailable, and just a man in general who is emotionally unavailable, keep your legs closed. Keep your legs closed and wait until you are married. Trust and believe me, just by keeping your legs closed and being abstinent until marriage, you are going to protect yourself from years of heartache and heartbreak. You're protecting yourself from heartache, heartbreak, trauma, and single motherhood. It's dangerous out here, engaging in casual sex. It don't matter how, handsome he is. Most men are narcissists. Most men are either narcissistic and emotionally unavailable, or they are emotionally unavailable in general. There's only a small pool of men out here who are emotionally available and are not narcissistic. Those kind of men are either married, or they are single, and they are highly selective. They have some serious standards. They're not going to be out here dating women who are whoring around. Really, the men out here who are emotionally available and they are not a narcissist, those are your godly men. Now, if you're going to be out here dating in 2025, I highly recommend that you keep your legs closed, and you just be extremely selective with the kind of men that you are dating, and make sure you have standards. Forget about your preferences. Forget about, you want your man to be 6'11", but he's a narcissist. A lot of women out here, they want a tall man. They go for the tall man, but he's a narcissist. Rather than going for a man who's 5'10" or 5'11", and he's a godly man, he's a good man. He may not be your typical type that you would go for, but he's a good man. Give up your preferences. Focus on your standards. Me personally, I am not going to date a man who does drugs, who drinks and smokes, who has tattoos, who doesn't know his purpose, who is not abstinent. I am not going to be dating a man who does not have a good foundation and a good relationship with God. Those are just some of my standards. I'm not going to share all of my standards, but those are just some of my standards. If he's a narcissist, that's not going to work. We are not going to be dating. We are not going to be dating. If he's emotionally unavailable, we're not going to be dating. That's not a man that I want to be involved with on any level. Certainly not going to be a man that I'm going to be opening up my legs to. You know, if we were to get married, that's just, it's not going to, we're not going to get to the altar, because I'm not going to entertain a narcissistic man or a man who's emotionally unavailable. That's not going to work. So ladies, keep your legs closed. You need to know what your standards are and do not compromise on those standards. Know what your deal breakers are. You know, for example, a man that drinks and smokes, that's not going to work for me. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I've never drank and smoked. So why would I want to entertain a man who smokes marijuana, smokes cigarettes, drinks alcohol? No. That's not going to work. You know, it's okay to have preferences. You know, you want a man that, you know, that is tall, you know, light skin or dark skin. Those are preferences, you know, but you can compromise on your preferences. Just don't compromise on your standards. Stick to your standards. If you don't stick to your standards as a woman, you're going to end up with a narcissistic man. You're basically settling for less than what you deserve as a woman. Stick to your standards. Keep your legs closed. That's the only way to protect yourself from these narcissistic, toxic, emotionally unavailable, abusive men out here, is by keeping your legs closed. Because I'm telling you, most men out here and fornicating and engaging in casual sex, you know, having one night stands, having hookups with women, those are all narcissists. Those are all emotionally unavailable men. And if you are keeping your legs closed, you protect yourself from men like that. You protect yourself from men like that. They'll be over at your house within 15 minutes to have sex with you, but let your car break down. Let it snow. Let it snow 10 inches of snow and see if he come over and shovel out your driveway. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. He wouldn't even open up the door for you if you were a stranger walking into a Dollar General store. But here you are opening up your legs to this man. Here you are having sex with a man who wouldn't even come to shovel out the snow in your driveway if it snowed 10 inches of snow. Who wouldn't even jump your car if your car broke down. Casual sex, man, is dangerous. Just by keeping your legs closed, you weed out narcissists, you weed out emotionally unavailable men, you expose men who are not serious about you. Being abstinent, living an abstinent lifestyle exposes men out here who are not serious about you, who just want to use you for your body and then move on, narcissistically discard you and move on to somebody else and forget all about you and act like they don't even remember you. That's a narcissist. That's an emotionally unavailable man. I will always be an advocate for abstinence. You know, it's not a popular practice in 2025 and in today's society, but guess what? It is protection. It is protection. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I am not out here fornicating. I refuse to give my body to a man that is not my husband. We're not married. No, I don't think so, sir. I don't think so. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next upload.